On her statements, she was lying, to be honest. She was lying on her statements. And I never laid a hand on her.
Well, you want a jury trial? The court will give you a jury trial.
And I,
On the record in 2022 CR 3668. Could I have parties announced, please, for the state,
Michael Villarreal for the state.
for the defense?
good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm Todd McCray for Isaiah Selenus.
All right, and you're Mr. Salinas?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, where we left off, the court had received a waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations and accepted it into evidence. However, the court noticed there was a slight issue. Are there any amendments?
Yes, Judge, we added, amended the stipulations just to include the last page, which shows the variance in the name. There, she has 2 AKAs. And so that's reflected in the last page of State's Exhibit number 1.
All right, any objections? All right, and for the record, then the court is accepting that addendum to the state's waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony. The court is finding that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court is accepting to evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge, and I wanted to note for the record, I think before I told you, Your Honor, that Mr. Salinas is 23 years old. He works at Toyota. He's a parts controller.
I'm sorry, Mr. McCray, I need you to speak up so court can hear.
This is Isaiah Selenus, Your Honor. He's 23 years old. He's employed with Toyota as a parts controller. He lives with his wife and 2 children who are 2 and 3 years old. I will say, Your Honor, that, and you can see that Mr. Salinas entered a plea of no contest. And I have counseled Mr. Salinas that although there are some discrepancies in terms of his version vis-a-vis the police reports, that he can enter a no contest plea, and that's what he's done. And he understands the court will, if the court follows his plea bargaining agreement, will find him to be guilty. We'd ask the court to follow the agreement. And I will note that I have talked to the state about the complainant, which is his mother, and the state has represented to me that she is requesting probation for her son, and that they are in touch with her, and she is in communication with them about this case.
That's correct, Judge. Last time we spoke to the complainant in this case, it was in, I believe, in May, and she requested that he be granted probation. However, she was still cooperative with the state.
Oh, is there anything you wish to say, Mr. Salinas?
No.
All right, I have a few questions for you. All right, this is your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
What were you thinking?
It had nothing to do with her, but I just plead no contest because I don't know. I didn't want to go through a trial, so that's why I just plead no contest. No, on her statements, she was lying, to be honest. She was lying on her statements. And I never laid a hand on her.
Well, you want a jury trial? The court will give you a jury trial.
And I've explained that to him, Your Honor, that he does have that option of a jury trial. And I agree with you, Judge. It might be a good point to ask him, since you've offered that to him.
Do you want a jury trial?
I think what the judge would do is give us another setting, and then we can see at that setting what your best course of action would be, but that would be a jury trial the court would set this case for. We could do whatever you want us to do between now and then.
No, I'll go through with this plea.
So here's my question for you. Do you want a jury trial, yes or no?
No, ma'am.
All right, so you want the court to proceed with this sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, who is Amber Rose Casillas?
That's my wife.
And who is,
And she's present, Your Honor.
okay.
Amber's present.
And who is Janie Valera?
That's her friend.
All right. So what, Janie Valero and your wife and you all arrived at the scene together?
No, Janie was there at her house. That was her where she was staying at. My wife is working for Janie for a provider, the health provider. So Janie gave us a call that my mother was
So here's the thing,
harassing her.
why are you getting involved in that? It's your mother and this Janie person. Why are you getting involved?
I will say on his behalf, Your Honor, his version is very different from what you see there in the police report. So I don't think Mr. Selenus is.
Why are you getting involved in a dispute that appears to be between your mother and your wife's friend? That's my question.
I don't know. I had no right to. Nobody, basically, what you're saying.
Right. But why are you getting involved? It's your wife's friend and your mother. So does the mother want to have contact with him, and why does she want contact with a son who, from these stipulations, with his wife and his wife friends, are getting into a physical altercation with her?
So we have spoken with her particularly about this as a condition of probation, no contact versus no harmful injurious contact. And from what I see in the notes, I see she asks that we include no harmful injurious contact. She does want to have contact. And in essence, it boils down to she's my son, he's my son, and so I still want to have contact with him.
How many children do you have?
I have 2,
What are their ages?
2 and 3.
All right, where were they during this altercation?
They're with me. They're with me.
All right, so you, the mother of your children, are at your mother's house. An altercation happens and you have your 2-year-old and 3-year-old with you. That's it. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Has Child Protective Services been involved?
Yep, they were. Yes.
And what
ma'am.
happened with that case? Is it still open?
No, it's closed.
When did they close it?
Just recently.
What does just recently mean?
I'm not too sure. It was a couple months ago.
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to be drug tested today.
Negative.
All right, is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
None from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. $1,500 fine that will be probated. Taking consideration county court cause number 6800977, J number 2038904. Restitution to Ruth Medina under county court cause number 6800977. 160 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived once you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. There's going to be parenting classes. The court will remain the remaining community service hours once you've completed parenting. And of course, the court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, and you provide proof, and that includes the booster, the court will waive 40 of those hours. There's to be no contact with Ruth Medina.
Is that a strict no contact, Your Honor?
Yes, yes. And once you've completed your hostility and aggression control course, then the court will always reconsider.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's to be hostility and aggression control course, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There's to be a UA today. If it's negative, then regular UAs thereafter. If it's positive, let me know immediately. Field visits. 1 time per month, random. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Probation, is there anything else that he needs?
No, Your Honor, if you could just have him wait there, we'll have someone come down and submit the for him to submit the UA.
All right, is there anything else you need from me in order to be successful on this deferred adjudication?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
She's asking you a
Oh,
question.
yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to consult an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record, Mr. Selenus. In this world, what I can tell you is you only get one mom. You gotta treat her with respect. And if your mom is like the mom from the movie Sybil, which I know I'm aging myself and half the people here probably have not seen Sybil. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. If your mom is that way, then you shouldn't be around her anyway. But it appears that your mom is a decent person. Don't bring that on her doorstep. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I know you have children, which are her grandchildren. If you want her to babysit, or if she wants to see her grandchildren, then you'll need to accomplish that through a third party until you finish with the hostility aggression course, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Are we excused?
He needs to stay for conditions from probation, but you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Isaiah Selenus got 4 years deferred probation for assaulting his own mother, with his 2 toddlers present. The judge gave him a lifeline, but that affirmative finding of family violence is permanent. No guns, no custody, edge, 0 room for error. Parenting classes, drug tests, strict no contact with mom. Judge Boyd balanced punishment with a clear message: fix your life or lose it. Was this too soft or fair? Comment below. See you next time.